about 15 years ago, and he was, the director said, "Look, you want to? I'm thinking of getting Brando." I said, "Great, but just know, it's going to be what it's going to be."
Robert De Niro is an American film and stage actor, producer, and director. Robert De Niro is one of the greatest cinema actors, having appeared in classic films such as Taxi Driver, Raging Bull, Goodfellas, and The Godfather 2. He's the recipient of various accolades, including 2 Academy Awards, a Golden Globe Award, the Cecil B. DeMille Award, and a Screen Actors Guild Life Achievement Award. In 2009, De Niro received the Kennedy Center Honors and received a Presidential Medal of Freedom from U.S. President Barack Obama in 2016. 6 of De Niro's films have been inducted into the United States National Film Registry by the Library of Congress as being culturally, historically, or aesthetically significant.
Just when you get a script that is written well, even if it's not your own rhythm and it's alien to you, it's written well, it's much more easy to learn.
If you enjoy these videos, please remember to hit the like button, as it does help us out a lot. And comment below who your favorite celebrity is that you'd love to see in an upcoming video. His full name is Robert Anthony De Niro Jr., but is also known as Bob, Bobby D, Bobby Milk, Kid Monroe. He was born August 17, 1943 in New York City, making him 78 at the time of this production. He stands at 5 feet 9 inches tall, or 1.77 meters. The star sign of this famous actor is Leo. When he was a child, he was an avid reader of playwrights. He said that Meryl Streep is his favorite actress to work with. His favorite actors also include Montgomery Clift, Robert Mitchum, and Marlon Brando. When asked about his favorite city in the world, he stated, "I like Paris, and Buenos Aires runs it close. That's an absolutely beautiful city, but it has to be New York for me." De Niro is a fierce method actor. He worked as a taxi driver to play Travis Bickle. He lived in Sicily for Godfather 2. He learned how to play the saxophone for New York, New York. After being caught up in a Paris prostitution ring investigation, he denied any involvement, vowing to never return to France again. He's the second actor to receive an Academy Award for portraying Vito Corleone. He faced health concerns in 2003 when he was diagnosed with prostate cancer. However, surgical intervention has helped his medical state. He's one of 5 performers to win an Oscar playing a character that spoke mostly in a foreign language. The others are Sophia Loren, Marion Cotillard, Roberto Benigni, and Benicio del Toro. In 1997, he married Grace Hightower. The two would have a son, Elliot, just a year later. In addition to Elliot, De Niro has another son named Raphael, who was from his first marriage with Diane Abbott. He adopted Abbott's daughter, Drana, who was from a former relationship of Abbott's. He also has twin sons who were conceived by in vitro fertilization by a surrogate mother. Robert filed for divorce in 1999, but they eventually reconciled until ultimately separating for good in 2018.
2 that I saw that was so funny. He was making fun of all of us, me, Francis, Pacino, Jimmy Caan. It was just great. Had me in stitches.
His mother, Virginia Admiral, was a painter, and his father, Robert De Niro Sr., was an abstract expressionist painter and sculptor. De Niro's parents divorced by the time he was 3, and he subsequently was raised by his mother in Greenwich Village. At the age of 10, Robert made his stage debut as the Cowardly Lion in his school's production of The Wizard of Oz, and thus the acting bug was caught. By the age of 16, he dropped out of school to pursue his acting dreams. De Niro studied under legendary coaches Lee Strasberg and Stella Adler. At the age of 20, De Niro landed his first film role in the film The Wedding Party, which was directed by Brian De Palma. The two would go on to collaborate again in the feature Hi, Mom. Robert did not gain full exposure until he played a dying baseball player in the film Bang the Drum Slowly. De Niro began what would grow into a decades-long partnership with director Martin Scorsese with the film Mean Streets. From there, De Niro's career took off. He had a string of acclaimed performances from Taxi Driver to Deer Hunter, the latter of which earned him yet another Academy Award nomination. In 1993, De Niro made his directorial debut with A Bronx Tale. The film was written by fellow actor Chaz Palminteri and was based on his one-man show about Palminteri's rowdy youth. The film was dismissed, yet has found a small audience since the release. De Niro would not return to the director's chair until 2006 with The Good Shepherd. In 2004, he gave a voiceover for the character of Don Limo in the animated film Shark Tale. This was his first experience with voice acting. In 2010, Robert Rodriguez and Ethan Manicki's directorial venture, Machete, saw him play the character of Senator John McLaughlin in this action-packed film. The same year, he was seen in the thriller movie Stone alongside Edward Norton and Mila Jovovich. In 2011, De Niro displayed his versatility by acting in films of different genres. While his first release was an action film, Killer Elite, the second was a film adaptation of the novel The Dark Fields titled Limitless. He ended the year with a Gary Marshall romantic comedy, New Year's Eve. In 2013, he starred in movies The Big Wedding, Killing Season, and The Family. In January 2021, De Niro signed on for a new David O. Russell project.
Right and wrong than we were seeing in the war and with our leaders, and not being told the truth about what was really going on.
In 1976, he earned $235,000 from The Last Tycoon and Taxi Driver. His salary from Sleepers in 1996 was $6 million. In 2000, his salary from Meet the Parents was $13.5 million. Since then, he usually charges $15 to $20 million for appearing in one film. Outside of acting, Robert De Niro is the co-founder of the highly successful Nobu restaurant chain, along with Nobu Matsuhisa. Today, there are more than 40 Nobu locations around the world. It's been reported that the Nobu empire generates several hundred millions of dollars in revenue every year. Robert is also a co-owner in the Greenwich Hotel in New York. He has invested his money and time in the Tribeca Film Festival, Tribeca Productions, and the Tribeca Grill. In 2017, Robert and Australian billionaire James Packer announced a planned luxury resort called Paradise Found, which will be located on the eastern Caribbean island of Barbuda. He has a net worth of $500 million. De Niro currently resides in New York City, where he's committed to building the Tribeca area. In 2011, he purchased an apartment at 15 Central Park West. This apartment covers 6,000 square feet and features 5 bedrooms. He also has properties on the east as well as the west sides of Manhattan. His estate in Gardner in New York covers 78 acres. He purchased the estate in 1997 for only $1.5 million, which is chump change for a man like Robert De Niro. The land originally featured an 18th century wood frame farmhouse with additions from the 1820s and 1980s. The renovations made for a total of 6 bedrooms, 7 baths, and 2,700 feet of water frontage on the Hudson River. He likely owns the following cars: a Rolls-Royce Phantom, a Porsche 911, a BMW, a Jaguar, a Range Rover.